Hey guys, it's Dom from 1AutomationWiz, and today we're going to talk about saving you some money by helping you keep your mailing list clean of undeliverable email addresses. Now, if you use 1AutomationWiz or One Shopping Cart, you know already that we don't charge by how much mail you send like other providers do. We charge you based on the number of email addresses that you want to store in your account. So if you have an email list of 12,000 people, but 2,000 of those email addresses are dead or non-deliverable, you're paying to store 2,000 email addresses that you'll never make money on. It's always better to keep your list clean, get the dead wood out, and you'll always have a much more accurate conversion metric when you do your mailings. I'm going to show you a real quick and easy trick that's not documented in our help files that will make this very easy for you to do. First, log into your 1AutomationWiz account and click on Email Marketing, and then go to Broadcasts. Now, the way we do this is I'm looking at broadcasts. These are broadcasts I've already done, and this is a neat little trick that you can do on broadcasts that you've already done to help clean your database out for future mailings. So basically, the way it works is under the failed column or sent column, it shows you how many email addresses you sent. Or I sent, for example, I did a mailing today, very small mailing, 769, 0% of those failed. But if I scroll down, and let's look at one right here. I sent out another small mailing, about 4,900 people, and I had 1,567 that it was undeliverable. That means a 32% of my mailing did not get opened because those email addresses bounced or were not delivered for some reason. So here's the trick. Go to the failed email address column and click on the number. What will happen is the system will then bring up a new page and show you all the email addresses that failed for that particular mailing, as you can see right here. Now we'll scroll down here, and instead of showing 15 results, I'm going to show 100 to make it easy, and just click Search. The system will then compile a list. It will still be all the failed email addresses for that particular job, and it'll show them to you right here. Now, it also gives you the reason, whether it's a soft bounce or a hard bounce. Now, just for the record, a soft bounce is a mailbox that you sent to is live, but it's temporarily inaccessible. Maybe it's full, or it timed out, or they're having some server issues. A hard bounce is a mailbox or server that is inaccessible, or the email address does not exist anymore. So, as a general rule, what I'll do is I'll look and I'll say, okay, this is a soft bounce. It's only bounced one time. I'm going to say that that's probably a temporary problem, so I'm not going to delete that email address. So what we want to do is just go up here and select hard bounce and select all. Then, yes, and then click Search. Again, it'll show us the failed email addresses for that particular job. And bounce type, sorry about that, go to hard bounce. That's all I want. Because I don't want to delete the soft bounces, just the hard bounces. The system will then recompile that list and show me only the email addresses that have bounced. Now, as a hard bounce, it's bounced one time. You may or may not want to delete somebody that bounced hard one time. If you don't, it's going to, next time you send mail, it's going to show you that that mail address bounced twice. Or 3 times. My experience has been that if it's a hard bounce one time, it's probably not a good email address, and you can delete it. However, if you're feeling uncomfortable about that, my feeling is that anything over 2 bounces or 3 bounces is definitely a dead address. So with the 1AutomationWiz system, you can configure that with a filter. We're only going to have the list compiled for email address that bounced 3 times. Now, to recap, this is for the broadcast job I've already done. I've sent the mail out, and I had 32% of those email addresses be non-deliverable. Well, we've configured to search for hard bounce, and only I want to pull out the bounces that have happened 3 times, because I'm guaranteeing you if it bounces 3 times, that email address is gone. Scroll down, and you can see now that we only have 6 of those. Click Select and Delete. Now you can go back and filter it again. Show me the email addresses that bounced twice. And it'll tell you there's 80 of them. Select here, scroll down, click delete. Now what's going to happen is, because you're deleting these, you're not deleting these records, these email addresses from just this mailing. You're actually deleting these email addresses from your entire database. So the next time that you do a broadcast email, the system will not send an email to these addresses because they've proven to bounce, they've proven not to be good addresses, and they've proven not to make you any money. The upside to this is now your database size of email addresses that you have to store within our system is actually smaller, leaving you more room to add good email addresses without actually having to pay more money. It's a good deal all the way around. If you have any questions, just let me know at the comment section below or contact our tech support. We'll be happy to help. Until next time, this is Don from 1AutomationWiz.